There is growing viability of alternative powertrains for North American heavy-duty tractors. Each provides their own benefits and come with challenges, but there are similarities and differences. This guidance report, Viable Class 7 and 8 electric, hybrid, and alternative fueled tractors, provides unbiased information on the current progress, trade-offs, and key considerations for fleets evaluating alternatives to traditional diesel powertrains. These alternatives include commercial battery electric trucks, fuel cell hybrid electric vehicles, compressed natural gas, renewable natural gas, liquefied natural gas, propane, hybrid diesel electric, and renewable diesel. We compare these alternatives with respect to 22 decision factors fleets have told us that they use in their evaluations. Each alternative's benefits are exploited depending on a fleet's use case. Two significant charts showcase our findings. One shows parity of each alternative to their diesel counterpart in the present, and a second for 2030.
Electric powertrains, although not new to the transportation industry, are relatively new for the heavy-duty trucking industry. We are seeing a lot of progress in terms of new vehicles coming onto the market, both from some new OEMs as well as the traditional OEMs becoming more and more invested and releasing new models.
Electric vehicles are not for everybody. There are duty cycles where they'll work, and there are duty cycles that they're not appropriate for.
There's over 100,000 Class 8 trucks being sold every year in the United States that are used for urban. Urban is 250 miles or less, and there's a lot of Class 8 trucks on our roads that are doing less than 250 miles.
One of the great things about battery electric vehicles is the core technology, the batteries and the drivetrains are pretty ubiquitous out there in the marketplace. We see the cost of batteries dropping fast. We see technical advancements in batteries happening incredibly quickly. So it's participating in this much larger trend that's happening, which I think is good for everybody.
It's great. It's a really nice unit. Really nice.
No concerns with power or
Power
range?
has plenty of power. We already made it to the port, picked up the loaded container, and we're heading back.
The jury's still really out on what the volumes will look like in the short and long term for battery electric vehicles. It all really depends on the cost of the batteries themselves. We're seeing trends on those batteries come down in terms of price. If they continue on the trend they're on, we think that we'll see a good 10 to 15% penetration in the market in the next 5 years, and we'll continue to see that grow over the next 15 to 20.
There's a fascinating confluence of factors making hydrogen and fuel cells more viable for road transport of goods. Decades of development have made them better performing and lower costs, and this is for the fuel cell itself and to produce the hydrogen. Zero tailpipe emissions are being demanded by society, and the availability of green electricity means production of hydrogen with less carbon.
We see a huge opportunity for electric powertrains, battery electric, for the regional haul, but when you get into these longer routes, 300 plus miles or so, you get past the range of where a lot of the electric trucks are right now, and with charging times for battery electric, it can put a strain on current operations, current business models for trucking fleets. And so we see hydrogen as a potential solution to that issue. Hydrogen refueling times tend to be much closer to traditional diesel refueling times, which allows them to fit into that duty cycle, those long haul routes, perhaps better than current battery electric technology can.
Hydrogen as just another technology that we can apply to moving things around is really exciting because it gives us more flexibility.
Key conclusions of this work show that the many alternatives are viable in the near term and that they will scale between now and 2040. This is described as a messy middle when it may be difficult for fleets to really understand the right solution for their given needs. Commercial battery electric vehicles and fuel cell trucks will be capable of lower total cost of ownership in the 2030 timeframe. So, going forward then, a future zero-emission freight world will emerge, only having electric-based vehicles powered well-to-wheel from truly renewable sources, such as hydro, solar, and wind. This report is the final in a 4-part series where it comes all together, with videos, web pages, infographics, executive summaries, and 4 detailed reports with a total of 556 pages, 473 figures, and 903 references. Somewhere in all of this are answers to your questions on electric trucks.